Good morning, my name is Rob, I work with K-Tech. I've got to show you how to install a hands-free car kit, which is a UNI System 8 hands-free, into this vehicle here, which is a Mercedes Vito. The beauty of this system is that it can adapt to all variety of phones. They come in all different kinds of cradles or universal cradles. We've got a few demonstration ones here for you. One's here is a Nokia, and here is a common one actually. It's an Apple phone and also a Samsung. The items you get inside the box, we have an external speaker, we've got the device holder, we've got the brackets and the transformer, also we've got the microphone. This is what comes in this box, the Bury Handsfree, which is a brilliant product. I recommend it to a lot of people. And also, just to recap, what we do here is we pull up and clicks down, and then there you have it. That will be mounted onto your dashboard, which will then be put on the back of it and then screwed into the dashboard. There are additional products for you. And to release this, all you do, there's a button on the side which also takes the cradle up, and there you go, and then you can just update your phones as they get updated. The beauty of this system is that it's compatible. So when it comes to the installation, I'll need a couple of tools. I've got a screwdriver and a pair of pincers here to wire cutters. I'm just going to connect up some wires, the female and the male adapters, plug them in. Alright, that's your main wires, your live, neutral, that's your ignition. And this one, I think, yeah, mute button for your phone, so you can mute the phone from your stereo. When I wire all this in, I will need to connect these fuses, obviously colour by colour. These two wires go to your battery, the red and the black goes to your battery, and this one goes to your ignition blue. So basically when you turn the ignition on and off, the device shuts down as well. So here we are in the van. I'm just about to locate some wires behind the stereo, just to see where I've got to find the ignition wire and also a mute wire. So I'm unsure of what's behind the stereo on this occasion because I'm not used to the Vito installations, but they're generally the same. It's the same old gist. You get a red wire and a black wire on the batteries, then the ignition wire comes in normally an orange colour, but again it can be versatile. The blue wire is a mute wire for the stereo. This allows, when the phone rings on, it mutes the stereo automatically, so you don't have to do no manual control. I've got my screwdriver. It's got a nice little adapter at the big front of it, a bit like an Allen key. That's easy enough. Two screws on the side of this one. Right, so here we've got a bunch of wires stashed away under the dashboard. If you get your hand right down the back, normally they're just tied up in circles or in knots, as you can see, just to release a bit more tension so you can work a little bit more with the wires. Right, so on the back of this stereo we've got the aerial that we don't need to touch, and we've got a few wires which are all different colours to what I was expecting. Right, generally the speaker wires, you get a multicoloured or a double colour, and then just a plain colour for the speakers, near enough next to each other. So we've got here, if you can see, two green ones. This one's got green and that one's a pure green. There we are with green and brown. So I'm pretty sure that's the speaker wire. Not sure if it's left or right though. In this vehicle we've got two speakers down on the doors. Looks like we've got located the other speakers. So these speaker wires all next to each other on that module. If you can see past my fingers, we've got a number of, I'll turn the stereo around. Right. we have got some more cables which I'm now unsure about. Normally the red one's your live, the brown one's your neutral. This one looks like possibly the ignition wire, this yellow one. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut some of this black tape off, because sometimes the wires do actually indicate what they are. If you come across any wires that you can't see here, I suggest just to either contact your manufacturer to see what wires are what, or go to YouTube, another YouTube clip. Made a lot of difference. Tell you what, I'm going to release this. A lot of the time on the back of the stereos you get two pin clips at the back. You just press them, wiggle it out, and there you go, that's your stereo released. Alright, we'll just put that at the top for the time being. After the disconnection of the stereo, I've got this voltage meter and I'm testing the wires. As suspected, the red is live, the brown is neutral, and the black and yellow is for the ignition. As you can see, when you turn the ignition on, you'll get a reading on the tester to show that it's active and live. What we're going to do now then is going to crimp up the remaining leads and connect it all to the vehicle. Right, so here we are, we've got the unit and some wires. I've figured out we only need this much wire, so I'm going to cut and crimp these wires into the radio. Okay, right, let's do all of them at the same time. Right, we go for the earth. I'm just using a pair of pincers, but anything sharp object, cut these just to cut the wire. You've got to have your 2 amp fuse. You're going to blow the phone circuit. And just tidy that one up a bit. Lovely. Right, what I need crimpers. That's the one. Nice and tight, make sure it's all connected. Whoops. All connected. Right, I want to split this cable. Just a red cable. Make a nice joint. I want to split it about there, so you give enough, so you've got enough room to just cut this wire. Where is it gone? There it is. Into the back of the stereo unit. Right, this red one I'm connecting is live, which obviously gives the main power to the vehicle and the device. The black one is the negative, which is, it's on the end there, which I'll crimp up in a second. And also the yellow one is the mute, which goes into the back of the audio of the stereo to operate your phone through your car audio device. And then the blue one is the ignition, which will connect up to the yellow and black one. Again, wire colours do vary for certain vehicles, and as we figured out this vehicle, the ignition is the black and yellow. Nice tight crimp on that one. Oh, here we are. Perfect. Okay, so that's the demonstration of how to crimp the wires together nice and safely, so you don't get no feedback when the circuit's all live. Okay, and then so what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on installing the rest of the wires, and we'll hopefully be up and running. Right, after wiring in the connections of the live and negative and the ignitions, I'm partly installed the cradle. I've connected up with the screwdrivers. So what you do is put a few screwdrivers into the dashboard onto the mounted device. You've got two cables running out of it. You've got an aerial cable, which I've just tucked in beyond the stereo for the purpose of the video, and I've got the main cable that runs into the back of the black unit. I'll just install that. As you can see, that goes into the top, clicks in, let it click, give it a tug out, make sure it's all connected. Lovely, that's all in. All connected in. Right, the next step is to install this external speaker, which comes with a kit. I suggest personally to put it down at the sides of the units down there, because if you put it at the front, chances are when you've got a third seat, someone will kick it with a knock it off, which is obviously you don't want to do. Alternatively, you can get an accessory which is not included in the kit, and that wires into the back of the stereo to operate out your car stereo speakers. Right, I'm just finishing off now to put the stereo back in and all the parts. I'm just placing all this back in. I'm not screwing anything in just yet. I just want to make sure it all works and test it. So I'm going to give it a call and make sure it all works. There we are, calling myself now. Right, as you can see, the device works perfectly. If you want to know more, then please email us or look at some more videos that we've made on YouTube for you. Hope you've enjoyed this video clip, and hope it all goes well for you. Thank you very much from all of us at K-Tech.